I find it disgusting. Mike Tyson, Jake Paul. This isn't too far off,
Well, it's a 16-year difference.
He could have been fighting Boot Ennis or Conor Benn. This is where he's going to get hurt.
Yeah. It'd be epic if he won, but I'm with you. Then what does he do next?
Tszyu versus Ortiz Jr.
would be a huge fight then.
Tszyu doesn't win this, he's finished.
I think he can outbox him for the whole contest.
I think Tszyu is going to stop him. No. Fundora's going to...
Welcome back to BoxCast. In this episode, we're going to look at the event taking place on July the 19th. There's quite a lot of events taking place on July the 19th. There's also Usyk Dubois. And this is the other one taking place at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, USA, between Mario Barrios and Manny Pacquiao for the WBC World Welterweight Championship. I think this is going to be shown on Amazon Prime pay-per-view, probably in most places around the world, definitely in the States, probably in the UK and most places around the world. So let me start with tail of the tape and then a little bit introduction to Pacquiao, I think. So Mario Barrios has 29 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 32 fights in total, 18 wins by KO. He's age 30. He's 6 foot tall, 183 centimeters, with 71-inch reach, 180 centimeters. They fight at about 147 pounds, which is 66.7 kilos welterweight, and he fights out of an orthodox stance. Manny Pacquiao has 62 wins, 8 losses, 2 draws, 72 fights in total. I'll say that again, 72 fights in total, 39 wins by KO. He's age 46, yes, 46, and he's 5'5", 166 centimeters, and he's got a 66-inch reach, 170 centimeters, and it's fighting out of a southpaw stance. And just to give you some info about Manny Pacquiao, he's the only 8-division world champion in the history of boxing, and he's won 12 major world titles. He's the first boxer to win major world titles in 4 of the 8 glamour divisions, so flyweight, featherweight, lightweight, and welterweight. He's the only boxer to hold world championships across 4 decades. So the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s, and the 2020s. And in 2019, Pacquiao became, so essentially where are we now? About 6 years ago, Pacquiao became the oldest welterweight world champion in history at the age of 40. And the first boxer in history to become a recognized 4-weight welterweight champion after he beat Keith Thurman to win the WBA I think super welterweight championship, but it's title. So yeah, it's an interesting fight. Where are you on there? Do you think Pacquiao should be doing it or not? Fence.
Right, first of all, I am the biggest Manny Pacquiao fan.
Yeah, I can attest to that.
Ever.
That's why I'm asking the question. What do you think? Is it?
I think the WBC should be absolutely hanging their heads in shame.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of fighters out there who...
But welterweight has suddenly got a bit more stacked up because there's a few coming up in weight in a few round, and it's actually now not a bad division. So
it's not just that. I mean, if you're a young lad coming through the rankings, getting win after win after win, spending all that money on training camps, yeah, you're getting paid along the way, but you won't be getting paid loads, working your way up the rankings. And then all of a sudden, the WBC announce, I know what we'll do. We'll get that 46-year-old who's been out the ring now for
a long time.
He's a politician now. Can hardly,
Well, I think his last fight was in 2021, so about 4 years ago against Udenis Ogas.
I seen him in an exhibition bout a couple of years ago, and he was, wow. How the WBC? I don't know how the WBC have.
It's just about money, really, isn't it?
But it's not, because I don't. The people
Pacquiao doesn't need it. I think the WBC.
No, I think Pacquiao actually does need it. He spent millions on his political career. But what about all the other lads in the rankings that deserve it? And like I say, I'm the biggest Manny Pacquiao fan ever. But Manny Pacquiao should have retired before the Mayweather fight, to be honest. I find it disgusting. We go on like, oh, Mike Tyson, Jake Paul. This isn't too far off,
Yeah. Well, it's a 16-year difference.
He's 46
and
years of
Barrios
age.
Isn't a spring chicken, so...
I'm not happy about it at all. And like I say, I think the WBC is it. Mr. Sullivan, you should be absolutely ashamed. They're going to do this one day and someone's going to get really, really hurt. And it's going to put a massive dark cloud over boxing. And it's going to, unfortunately, I don't know how he's got a license, but obviously WBC can fix things like that, can't he?
Allegedly.
Well,
the thing is this, I think the division there was only really, in welterweight was Boots, and he's now, I think, going to move up. But you've got like, in Barrios, you've got Devin Haney, you've got Rolando Romero, who's put on a good one, Brian Norman Jr., and there's a few others. So actually, you've got quite a nice division coming up now, and then I think there's a few more people looking to come into it. So, yeah.
But let's just say, Pacquiao wins. He's going to be on top of the world, right? Who's he going to fight next? He could have been fighting Boots Ennis or, like, all right, Conor Benn.
Yeah.
This is where he's going to get hurt.
Yeah.
These young up and lions.
There's a fair few in that division.
They're all lions. I mean, and Barrios, there's no pushover.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that for a fact. I'm not happy about it. I'm really, really not happy about it.
So let us know your thoughts in the comments on that. But it's going ahead, so let's
It is.
go to so what do we think is going to happen?
Barrios wins.
Yeah. I think it'd be a fairly big shock if Pacquiao pulls out. I mean,
it will be the big.
I'm not as big a fan of Pacquiao as you are, but I'm not that far behind. So yeah, it'd be epic if he won. But I'm with you. Then what does he do next?
Yeah,
you go back into retirement, which goes out, or do you have another fight? And then I don't really want him to have another fight. I'd like to remember him as he is.
I watched Pacquiao's exhibition fight. I don't know whether it was last year or the year before, and he was woeful. Absolutely woeful. He was slow, ponderous.
And there's always his speed, and hand speed was the thing that was made him dangerous.
I was like...
You can keep your power, but the speed and the movement and everything else goes, and the reactions.
It was one of them where I wish I'd never ever watched it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well,
it was like...
It's okay.
You know,
But you hate to see him lose when you think this is how good he was.
It wasn't just... Yeah, I mean, you go back with... Pacquiao fought everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Barrera, Morales.
Resume is epic.
Cotto, Hatton, Margarito, Shane Mosley, Juan Mambo Marquez, David Diaz. He fought everyone in.
Yeah.
And he was always the underdog. He was always the underdog.
He's gone through 8 divisions of weight, isn't it? It's ridiculous.
And that's how, that's how I remember Pacquiao. And but I think Barros is going to be young, too fresh. I feel sorry for Barros because he's got nothing. He doesn't really gain it. All right, he gains a WBC belt, but if he beats him...
The only thing he gains is, I fought Pacquiao, but it's like a way over there.
Yeah, way,
probably a reasonable payday because you're headlining, and if you look at the undercard, it's quite good in this. But in a practical boxing sense, you're not really gaining anything. It's a lose-lose.
Yeah, it knocks me sick that it's happening. So, but yeah, I'd go. I'm thinking Barrios.
Well, he's the favourite. He's 2-5 minus 250.
Yeah, he's going to.
21-10 is plus 210 is Manny Pacquiao. But on community predictions, it's 37% for Barrios and 63% for
because
Pacquiao.
he's got a massive fan base.
Yeah.
But
so
I think
43% by decision for Pacquiao, 23% decision for Barrios, and 20% KO for Pacquiao, and 14% KO for Barrios.
If Barrios doesn't knock him out, I think
points.
The Pacquiao's corner will stop it.
Yeah. Or stop it, yeah.
Yeah, or the referee will stop it. So that's what I think. Okay. But if Pacquiao wins, I'll be the most ecstatic there is, honestly. But I'm still not happy that.
So what are you going for, Barrios?
Yeah, stoppage of some description.
Round.
And I hope he doesn't knock him out.
Yeah, you hope they stop him before he goes. What round? You going for it, or are you just going for stoppage?
6 or 7, I think.
6. I'll give you both. 6 or 7.
Yeah, I think.
What am I going to go for? I'm going to go for Barrios on points. I think you might just let him, out of respect, let him get to the end.
Yeah.
And I think Pacquiao will tire out, so he'll probably fizzle out a bit. Yeah.
Not good.
As much as we love Pacquiao, I think, it's a little bit not the right thing to do in this stage.
No.
But yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comments, and whether you think it should go ahead, what do you think of the fight, and what you think the outcome will be. And if he does manage to pull it off, who does he fight next? Or either of them, who do they fight next? The undercard of this is it's the real fight I want to see here. Sebastian Fundora versus Tszyu 2. The rematch of the original fight where Tszyu got the cut and Fundora managed to outpoint him.
Yeah.
I'll do a tail of the tape for this as well. Give me a second. So this is a co-main event. Alrighty. Now, Fundora has 22 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. He's 24 fights in total, 14 wins by KO. He's age 27. He's 6'6". Yes, at super welterweight, he's 6'6", 197 centimeters, 80-inch reach, 203 centimeters. This is super welterweight, so it's 154 pounds, near enough 70 kilos. And he fights out of a southpaw stance. Tszyu has a record of 25 wins, 2 losses, 0 draws, 27 fights in total, 18 wins by KO. He's age 30. He's 5'9", 174 centimeters. He's got a 70.5-inch reach, 179 centimeters, and he fights out of an orthodox stance. This is a more intriguing fight, I think, isn't it? Because Fundora seems to have got better, and then Tszyu's had a few hurdles. In the way, I think this is.
Tszyu doesn't win this, he's finished.
Well, I'm not sure what he could do next.
He's finished.
Yeah. Yeah, because what are you going to do? Who's going to want to fight?
Yeah,
I mean, he's still got a name, but there's no real reason to fight him. Is it for? Just give me 1 second. I'll bring up the belts. Wrong place.
I think Fundora's going to really fancy this fight.
Well, he seems to have got better since the Tszyu fight. And Tszyu obviously had a fight against Murtazaliev, which didn't go Bakram Murtazaliev, which didn't go to plan. I think they were a little bit, how do I put it in a nice way, a bit overconfident going into that fight, as in we'll just walk through this. And obviously Bakram Murtazaliev had other ideas.
Tszyu, I think, did Tszyu impress me in his last performance?
It was against Joseph Spencer.
Yeah. I don't know whether I said I was impressed, but then it was but you should be doing that to someone.
Well, I think that's the conclusion we came to. It's somebody at that level he should be doing.
Yeah.
But he was back more to himself. I think he's had good performance before.
Confidence.
Fundora, he was unlucky because of the cut thing, but still, these things happen.
Unlucky?
I wouldn't completely unlucky. I think Fundora took advantage of the situation, but this situation didn't help him because I think he was on top until he got the cut. Although that was him lowering his head going in rather than Fundora being anything.
I was going to say, how can Fundora headbutt him on his knees?
Elbow. I don't even think he'd headbutt him on his knees. It's still not low enough.
I think Tszyu's going to fancy this. I think Fundora's going to fancy this. I think it's going to be a great fight.
It's not saying if it's for any belts.
No, I don't think it is. I don't know if they stripped Fundora.
They stripped Fundora?
Because
he is the super welterweight champion.
He's not.
I think it was WBC and WBO, isn't it? But it's not on there coming up.
Oh, they might give it to,
the WBO stripped him.
Yeah, they might give it to like Sugar Ray Leonard or something to, they like to get these old fighters out of retirement to fight for titles, so.
Seems to be the new fashion.
Yeah. I think this is going to be a great fight. I think Tszyu, doesn't really impress me, Tszyu, but I think he knows this is. He's got to go forward. He's got to
get back on track.
And to do that, he beats Fundora. He's got to beat Fundora, sorry. How do you beat this 6'6" man who seems to have got sharper, more powerful, quicker? I think Tszyu can work on the inside with him. Obviously, you're not going to beat him in the jab competition at all.
No.
But Fundora does like to stand and trade.
Yeah.
He loves a scrap.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why I like this fight. It's going to be messy scrap, I think,
Fundora's
again.
exciting to watch. And Tszyu, if he's normal, Tszyu is good to watch as well. I think it's a pretty close fight. If you got Tim Tszyu back to being the Tim Tszyu who fought in the first fight, Fundora's definitely got better. I think this is a really, really
I
good
think
contest.
I think Fundora will want to stop him.
Yeah.
And
I think he'll have got confidence out the first one because he took a bit of time to get into it.
Yeah.
And then,
I don't think he'll start
with his punches.
I don't think he'll start it slowly this time.
Yeah. I think he'll.
Which might help Tim Tszyu though.
Yeah. It might walk into his game plan.
For me, it goes. I just think it goes one or two ways. It either goes Tim Tszyu absolutely dominates it, or Fundora. I don't think
knocks him out.
Yeah, I want to say it is, and it is a 50-50 fight. But I can just see it's. I think it's going to be one dominant way or another dominant way.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from on it. I can see both.
Yeah.
Like I said, if it's proper to Tszyu, he was winning the first one. He's outboxing him. And I think he can outbox him for the whole contest.
But,
and be like enough rounds ahead where...
I think Tim Tszyu's got some demons.
Yeah.
Nah, and I don't think they've been answered
yet. Well, I think
yet.
he could have. Yeah.
What happens when he gets sparkoed on the chin again?
Yeah. And I think Fundora's got enough pop to finish it.
Yeah, I mean, both have got pop to finish it.
Yeah.
Both have. That's one thing I will say about Tszyu and Fundora. They have both got power. I think Tszyu's the faster puncher.
Yeah. Obviously for size, you would say.
Fundora sometimes looks very, very slow.
I think he's deceptively faster than what he looks. But because he's such long levers, his arms are so long, it's like...
You do have to stand in one corner while he's in the other to get out of range.
Yeah.
I think he's going to have to... For Fundora, he's going to have to... I think an uppercut would be a great shot for him with Tszyu coming in. I think his jab, he cannot be lazy with that jab. I think it's got to be solid, quick, painful jab.
To keep Tszyu at distance.
Yeah. Because Tszyu ain't going to beat you at distance, not against Fundora.
Against distance, it's hard to see anybody.
He's going to come inside, he's going to be throwing over the top, he's going to be working your body. So you've got
It's like a 10-inch difference, basically.
Yeah,
you're not going to get past it.
No.
Like that. You've got to get past it. You can't fight from that distance.
Yeah, and he can do it. You know, we proved in the first fight. He was well in there. But my worry is what happens when he does get clocked.
Yeah, and I think Fundora's got more confident in that type of... the hooks and stuff, you can get
I think Fundora's
a fair bit of whack in them.
Really going to fancy this.
Mm-hmm. I think both of them fancy it.
And it's what's going to make it a great
Tszyu
fight.
might have some demons.
Yeah.
I think he's going to have to alter the tactics a bit. Do what he did like while he was winning the fight. But I think he's got to alter a bit of way he goes in and stuff like that and adapt.
He's got to be far more careful going in.
Yeah. And I think he's got to keep an eye out for the uppercuts and for the counter punches and stuff as well.
You say that it might be the best thing that happened to Tszyu getting sparkoed.
Well, it might be a good reality check.
Might make him think a little bit more about his boxing and not just going in heads down throwing punches.
Because he can put good punches together.
He
Good combinations
really,
and stuff.
really
He is really good.
Yeah,
in boxing, like skill, I think he's better than Fundora. Fundora just has that huge physical advantage. And don't get me wrong, Fundora can box as well. His boxing basics are pretty damn good. And he can throw combinations and things, even for the size of him. I think Tszyu is a bit more polished, but it's whether he gets past those mental demons.
Soon find
Funny
out.
enough, he's the favourite in it.
Tszyu
It's 4-5 minus 130, so it's only close. 1-1 plus 100 for Sebastian Fundora, and on the box live predictions, it's 33%, 33.3. So 1/3 for Fundora, 2/3 for Tszyu, so 67. Decision 40% for Tszyu, 26% KO, and Fundora's 20% KO and 13%. That's a bit wide. I would have thought it'd been closer.
I think they're going off the first fight because Tszyu, we shall see. It's interesting, this fight. I like it.
This is, it's coming in. It's a sick fight.
Come on, Tszyu. Prove me wrong if you can.
Well, I think if he wins, he's back.
Oh, he's straight back up there.
Then he's back in that game, innit? And then he's a name again and a thing. I think Fundora's still got a chance because he's young and a thing, and he can come back. But yeah, I think it is a do or die for Tszyu, isn't it? I think
definitely
you're gonna wilt in the, especially if he gets KO'd. I think it's wilting in the rankings. Then in it, you're not really there, and there's a lot of people at this weight that are there and coming up to it. It's a big hot division, and it's open for somebody to make a really big name for themselves.
Like Tszyu versus who's the guy that beat
Well, you've got Virgil Ortiz Jr. Well, take Crawford out because he's going to go in it, so let's not ignore him. You're Virgil Ortiz Jr., Madrimov, Murtazaliev, Fundora, Boachuk, and then Tszyu is the rankings. If
Tszyu versus Ortiz Jr.
would be a huge fight then.
Oh, mate, you might as well just have the ring about that big.
And let him go at it.
Because it's just...
But I think if he gets past Fundora, it's a huge fight.
That's a massive fight. It's a great fight.
That's what they were trying to make before because
that is a great
they
fight,
thought he was going to get past Fundora.
That is a great fight. Yeah. Styles make fights and them two. Jesus. You don't need a referee for that.
That's a fantastic bout. I think that's what they were trying to make before.
Yeah.
So, and then you've got a few other people coming up into it, innit? So the Xander Zayas and Boots is good, stepping up to 154 and stuff like that. And then there's some others coming up as well, isn't it? So there's a fair hot pile of boxes in this division. You've just got Madrimov and Murtazaliev still, isn't it? So I think this is I think he's got to win, and then it opens him up to one of those huge fights. And it's him versus Ortiz Jr. is huge.
Yeah,
a fantastic fight. If Fundora beats him, it basically makes Fundora's legacy better. It steps him up, and Yeah, he's got some of those fights as well. Although he's just awkward to fight for anybody.
He is bloody nightmare, isn't he?
Yeah.
He really, really is a nightmare. So,
yeah, I think I'm looking forward to watching this one.
Yeah, it's going to be a good fight.
See, so go on, predictions then. Should we go? My heart wants to go with Tszyu. My head's sort of saying Fundora because
I'm the other way.
Some demons in there.
I don't know whether can Fundora stop Tszyu.
I want to say I'll go first then, innit? Tszyu on points. I think it's going to be.
Has Fundora got the power? I think Tszyu is going to stop him. No, Fundora's going to...
It's a 50-50 fight. It is a proper... I think more than even the first one, because the first one I did have like Tszyu's favourite. But on like some of the...
Fundora,
on that, I think.
7th round KO.
Fundora 7th. Okay. Yeah.
Although I can see Tszyu jumping across the ring with a big overhand right connecting on Fundora's jaw in the 5th. And the problem with Fundora is he's that big, and once he goes down, he ain't getting up.
It's going to be hard for him getting up. He can get up, but it's going to be hard. I think Tszyu will finish him then, innit? I'll write that down as well.
Gonna stick with Fundora. I can't just start. I can't just slated Tszyu for many times. I can't just start going on his side now, can I?
Fundora for you then. Okay, Fundora 7th, and you got Tszyu.
Yeah,
I got Tszyu by points. So yeah, let us know what you think in the comments. Who do you think is going to win? How do you think it's going to play out? And yeah, if you could clarify, is it actually for a belt or not? That would be useful. I can't tell for sure.
I don't think so.
It says on one it is, and then it doesn't show it on the boxing thing. So it may have not been allowed for a belt. But let us know that. And yeah, what happens next if either one wins? What do you see for them in the future? Right. Let's go back. Now on this undercard, Isaac Cruz versus. We'll just go quickly through them. A rematch of Isaac Pitbull Cruz and Angel Fierro. Isaac Cruz, I think, is actually his correct way of saying it. So it was a unanimous decision victory for Isaac Cruz, but it was quite close apart from one card. So I think it's a rematch of that, and it was a pretty good fight.
I think the same result.
Yeah. I think it's going to be the same. I think it'd be a good fight again, and it'll be close.
Yeah,
but I think Isaac Pitbull Cruz is just going to have a little bit too much for him. It's pretty similar to the first, unless something extraordinary happens. I think it's going to be pretty similar.
I'm not a huge fan of Pitbull Cruz. I think he can... I think he is just the one type of fighter and he can't change at all. And I think if you can work that out...
Go forward and...
Yeah. You can beat him.
Yeah. As Valenzuela did.
Yeah, and...
I mean, he's interesting to watch.
He's exciting.
You know get.
He is exciting. But I just see... I think
if you can work him out, there's a way to beat him. Fierro is good, but I don't think he's got quite the boxing skill to pull it off.
No.
Because there's only two who've done it, isn't it? It's, two done it, three done it. Pitbull's done it. Valenzuela, and he's had one loss in the past a long time ago. But I think when he's been on it, it's Pitbull and it's Gervonta Davis, and Jose Valenzuela. And Jose Valenzuela just used this. Bought him from distance and just took advantage of his.
No, I just think this is going to be pretty much similar to the first one.
I think Fiora's going to try, but I think
Cruz is just
going to have
a bit too much for him.
Yeah, I think it'd be close, but I think points for Cruz. Yeah.
I'll go with that.
Yeah. Right. Next one is Brandon Figueroa and Joet Gonzalez. This is a featherweight. So Figueroa lost to our man, the one that in a way beat up. I've forgotten his bloody name. I can see his face and I can't remember his name.
Stephen Fulton.
Yeah. But which was a rematch and is pretty similar to the first fight they had. I think where Fulton outpointed them as well. So that's his 2 losses, the same sort of way. I think the first fight was a majority decision, and the second fight, Fulton just basically outboxed him for the whole lot. Basically did what we said somebody should do against a taller, bigger fighter. So,
yeah.
Like the
I mean,
Fundora.
this is...
He's got pop. He has got thing. If he catches you, he's relentless as well. But he's a bit like Cruz, but the tall version, so the lanky version of Cruz.
Yeah, I mean, Gonzalez he's another fighter, but every time he's stepped up, he's got beat. So I'd say they're pretty similar to. That's why
this is
a good 50-50 fight. This,
Yeah, well, I think it's opportunity to figure out to fight somebody serious to get back on track.
I mean, beating Gonzalez is a great name, and Gonzalez beating Figueroa is a good name.
It's for both of them.
That's why I think it's a really good fight. It could be really interesting. Might be fight of the night, this,
Yeah, Figueroa ain't boring. Usually he's good. I mean, Fulton made it a little bit. It wasn't boring. It was interesting because it was a boxing masterclass, but he made it a bit boring his. But usually Figueroa's fights are quite interesting. So yeah, I think this is a good one to watch. This undercard is really...
It's a great undercard, this.
Odds are basically Brandon Figueroa is 1-3 minus 300 and 9-4 plus 230 for Joet Gonzalez. I'd say that's probably about right.
Okay.
Predictions one, it's basically 87.5% Figueroa and 12.5% Gonzalez. I think that's a little bit wide, and it's 75% decision for Figueroa, 12.5% decision for Gonzalez, and 12.5% KO.
Okay.
I think Gonzalez is quite tough. I would have said the KO was a bit higher. I'd have it 50-50 between
No,
the two.
I think Figueroa.
But I think Gonzalez is quite tough.
Yeah, he's a tough cookie. But I think Figueroa should edge this.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a tough fight.
I think he's got to be on it. It's not just turn up. It's got to turn up properly.
It's going to be a tough fight, this.
Yeah. And give it a go.
Yeah.
The next one is our man Picasso, who went, I think he was supposed to fight in a way, wasn't it? Went missing. So David Picasso against, okay, let me breathe, Kyonosuke Kameda, I think in super bantamweight, so 122. I think this is a fight to keep Picasso busy, but Kameda is no slouch. It's a good test. But I think you'd expect Picasso, if he's what people say he is, he should get through. But it's a good test. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Should be pretty straightforward for him.
Yeah, I thought it was Alan Picasso. It's Alan David Picasso Romero, isn't it?
Yeah. Alan Romero, actually.
Yeah, Alan Romero. Well, Picasso is like the one is... Because there's David Ray Picasso and a David King Picasso is his nickname.
No, he should be taking care of this guy, in all honesty.
Yeah. He should have enough to basically... Kameda's tough, but he should have enough to basically take him out.
Yeah.
Because if you're in that top list, that's when Kameda's normally... I think he lost to Neri, didn't he?
Yeah, he's like the...
Knocked out, and
yeah.
He was one of the ones that, I think they upset the crowd within it, but yeah. I think if he's at that level, he should be winning.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think probably points. I don't think Kameda gets knocked out that often. So probably a points win. But
I think it'll be one-sided.
I think it'd be a one-sided, fairly healthy points win.
Yeah.
It should be anyway.
Yeah.
But you never know in these things.
No, I think it will be, to be fair.
And the last one on the card, a bit less known, Magsayo versus George Mata Cuellar. I think we've seen Cuellar before. It's another close fight, lightweight fight. I think they're a bit outside the rankings, but they both had 2 losses. Magsayo's had 29 fights and he's had, 25? Cuellar is a younger guy. I don't think it's the Cuellar I'm thinking of.
I'll take your word for this because I haven't.
Yeah. I don't think it's the Cuellar I'm thinking of. Mexican boxer, it's a different one, but it's, yeah. I think, let's see if they've got a favourite. They probably haven't got. Yeah, Magsayo is quite a lot more favourite, 2-13, minus 670. And Cuellar is 9-2, plus 450. And basically 100% prediction for Magsayo by KO. Okay. We'll go on that. I don't know that much. It's not the Cuellar I thought. So I think that's all of them.
Good night of boxing.
Yeah, good night of boxing.
Going to be a very good night. Apart from the main event.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm impressed with that fight card.
Yeah, well, I think it's why Usyk Dubious is a bit less.
Still no excuse.
It's not an excuse, though, for the amount of people getting to pay for the go to the event. You know, you're probably going to have 90,000 plus people, and, you know, there's really only one real proper fight. There's no real build-up. It's like a warm-up and then straight to the top of the pile. This is a lot more of a good build-up. And I think you've got Fundora and Tszyu as really the main event. But it's like rising up in levels as you go up. So, yeah, good event.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let us know your thoughts on all the fights, the undercard fights, the main event. What your thoughts on Pacquiao coming back at 46 are? Are you worried, concerned for his health? Because obviously boxing is not, it's no faint-hearted sport. Fundora and Tszyu, the rematch, what are your thoughts on that? Is that Cruz and Fierro? Figueroa, is he going to get back on track? Picasso, is he the real deal? And yeah, let us know. Keep watching, like and subscribe. And we shall bring you some more because there's another fight on this day. Bam Bam Rodriguez, and we'll be doing a video on him next. So keep an eye out for that, and we shall see you in the next one. Thank you very much.